So I've never really shown you guys where I do my t-shirt stuff and whatnot, and I thought I might as well start the video like that today because I'm gonna be printing myself 2 shirts and a sweater for this weekend, and they're also one of my favorite types of shirts. So I wanted to start the video like this, show you kind of where I do it and how it works, and that's how I'm gonna start the video today.
This ain't religion, it's devotion. 3, 6, 5, every minute, every day. So in the middle of the madness,
it's a little messy in here, so I'm gonna clean it up. It's not been cleaned in a minute, so I'm gonna do that now and then get into printing something. Alright, so this is the room itself, guys. I got all the vinyl here. I want to get a stand and either put it in the corner or on this wall, but we got the screw-ups or the extra paper in there. So we got all the vinyl there, a lamp that doesn't work right, a somewhat bowed table with the heat press on it, and then moving on, we have storage. There's a lot of t-shirts in there, some cleaning supplies, other stuff like that. I actually have a few practice decals in here. I have this baseball word cut out that I haven't heat pressed on anything, so that's that. I have a BPI one that I haven't cut out or weeded out. And then in here is where I want to put pretty much all the decals that I make, like as extras. So I have a friend that has a band, and this is their band sticker. And then I have a BPI one that's been weeded out. And then I have an Alliefx one. This is for heat press, so it goes this way. But yeah, I have all that kind of stuff in there. It's just my extra prints of things. Like I said, in here, we got some extra t-shirts. These are like really big sizes. And all the extra stuff, so that's what's in there. Moving on, we have my Mac that used to be in the back of my gaming setup. And then we have the computer that actually works, the plotter, which I don't actually own this plotter yet. It's technically still Nathan's, so I'm gonna pay him for it and to buy it. And then I'm gonna buy his computer also, and then I'm gonna be able to print my own stuff completely 100% with my plotter and my heat press. But first I have to buy these 2 things from Nathan for it all to be mine, pretty much. So here's the overview of it. It's nothing too crazy, but it's still an awesome space. I freaking love it. Alright, so if you've been a viewer of mine for a long time, you'll know I love a few things. I love my Superman beanie, I love Call of Duty, and I freaking love tie-dye. So I went on the internet the other day. I bought some bulk t-shirts and a bulk hoodie, meaning it doesn't cost as much, but it's blank apparel, it's no brand, right? So I bought these bad boys, and this is what I'm gonna be printing on today. I am super duper excited. I know they're huge, and I'm actually gonna wear these things Alright, so when I want to print something on, let's say a shirt, I have to use heat press vinyl so it doesn't melt. It's not the same as decal vinyl or decal vinyl. This will kind of fuse to your clothes. The other stuff will just fucking melt everywhere. So the more you know. I'm sure a lot of people knew that, but if you didn't, now you do. And it's my passion. I love doing this more than anything. And since I've learned it in contact class, I've been addicted to it ever since. So I'm kind of gonna show you the process on how I do it in my space here. So a key thing you're gonna wanna do when you make t-shirts and stuff is always measure your workspace that you have to print on, pretty much. You don't wanna make your design way too big when you print it or way too small. So you're always gonna wanna measure how big you want that shit. Once you have your design, what size you want it on the shirt, you gotta put it in the computer and prep it to get printed. And I would record my screen and show you, but I don't have the ability to at the moment, so I'm just kind of gonna run you through it. So you put your design in the computer in Illustrator. You have to flip it backwards. That'll make sense in a second here, but you flip it so it's backwards to you, and then you size it whatever size you want. So once you have it prepped in the computer, you gotta load your heat press vinyl, okay? So I'm gonna set this down, show you that. You gotta make sure that the part is gonna cut on is actually the paper. So there's plastic on this side that you don't wanna cut on top of, and then you have the actual material on this side. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this in where it's supposed to be. And there's lines on the plotter itself that help you line up the material. You gotta make sure it's completely straight this way or else the printing gets all screwed up. So now I can flick it on. It's gonna measure the width of the material now. So it's gonna drag from wherever it is here. Yeah, it does that. And it stays within these white bars. So you always gotta make sure your material is within that. This is where it gets lovely, so you gotta turn it basically off, and then you can set the plotter origin point. I want it to start cutting this close to the edge, right? So then you hit origin set. You go, it's on again, and you're ready to print. So now that that's done cutting that out, I can turn this on. Wait for it to warm up to its desired temperature, and while I wait for that to warm up, I'm gonna cut all this out and weed it out, ready for it to be printed onto there. So if you weren't sure why I needed to make it backwards in the editing program, it'll all make sense in just a few seconds.
We fall out of love like shooting stars came crashing down, and we're building back up again now. Say your mind, say all you hide. I won't let you go, can't let this die. When you lose yourself, I'll be right beside you.
So to print it on clothing, you need to print it this way. This material gets pressed onto the shirt like that. So the actual material is on the back backwards. So when you put it on the shirt like this, it's the right way up. So hopefully that makes sense to you guys. Once you have it at this point where it's all heated up or ready to go, pretty much you're gonna want to put your shirt on the heat press and measure it to make sure it's perfectly center. I'm really bad at this, so it's probably not, and since it's tie-dye, it's screwing me all up. So this is where I have it, and I'm gonna go ahead and put the design on where I feel it should be. I'm not totally sure what this protects against, but I'm assuming it's the plastic and then the intense heat being pressed against it. So pretty much you put this over top of your design and the t-shirt, and my heat press is set for 30 seconds, so I heat press it down for 30 seconds and then it's good and it'll be bet me. Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. So that is that. Once it's cool for a second or two, guys, you literally just peel this off and you have a shirt. So if you were curious as to what I made today, I made a SOAR gaming t-shirt for myself. It is tie-dye, my favorite thing in the world, so I love it already. This is what it looks like. Super cool, super awesome. And then the second thing, this means a lot to me because I've wanted this for so long. Tie-dye, like I've said a million times, this video is my favorite thing. I made myself an Alliefx crest tie-dye hoodie. I think it's awesome. It's huge on me, obviously, but you know, I think it looks sick. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below, and let me know if you would buy one of these bad boys, because it's so nice, dude. I'm so excited right now. If you guys did enjoy this video, make sure you drop a like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you most likely Monday. I didn't have time to make a video for Sunday, and I apologize, but yeah, hopefully you did enjoy this. I put a lot of work into it. I've never made a video, like actually edited and posted a video on how I do what I do when I make t-shirts. I want to do this as a job. Like this whole t-shirt thing is not a joke to me. I want to make a business in real life, like an IRL business, and I want to somewhat move it to the internet for you guys to purchase like Alliefx apparel and get your own designs printed. So I want this to be like my future, and Nathan's parents own the office building that this space is in, so if you happen to be watching this video, I appreciate you letting me use your space because, you know, thank you. That means a lot to me. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one.
For the rest of my